everybody, it's Helmstrats and welcome back to another video, and this time we're getting right back into Starcom Nexus, episode 4. Now, it's been a while since we've been back to this series, and I've been trying to cover some new games, and also did May the 4th play, where I did a bunch of not Star Trek, for some reason I got Star Trek on the brain, Star Wars games, or at least, 3 of them, to celebrate the May the 4th. And yeah, I actually had to rewatch the third part of this video game series that I'm doing for Starcom Nexus, to remember where I last left off. It's been that long. And yeah, if we take a look at the map here, we went quite a ways down south, found the Citadel and went inside. And as I recall, there was this system here with another one up to the north, for some reason it's not visible anymore when I saved it last time. And we have 2 new gate systems to explore due to discovering this one, I believe. But before we do that, I want to, where's that other? Yeah, finish some unresolved business right here and here. Somehow I missed this planet around dwarf area, and there was some reason I didn't survey this planet. And of course there's a blue main sequence star. Basically I'm going to see how far I can get before I need to run into something that I need to circumnavigate to get to these 2 systems. But before I do that, I'm going to go back to this system, explore what's all here, and see if I can't find that northern system that was up there. Let's see. And maybe explore this again, because I don't know why, but I have a feeling I might have missed something there. I mean, it was a vast nebula, so... But first things first, I want to go ahead and dock with the station, just to see what I've got. Like I said, it's been a while. Alright, 46, blah, 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 blah. Blueprints. I wonder if the Light's frigate is better than the medium surveyor. Who knows? I'll have to... Okay. Armor construction missiles. Okay, apparently that's the technologies. And there's the research. I've got a whole lot of research points. Ooh, we can research into missiles, yeah. Then high energy bolts. Okay, inventing plasma would do it more often. But you know what? Yeah, see, there's armor construction right there. For right now, I'm going to see what I can explore, before I need to upgrade. And if I need more crew. Yeah, there we go. Wait. Yeah, that's right. This system I'm trying to head towards has a gate. Oh, I hear a probe. I see it. Come on. You will not escape me this time. Oh boy. I'll get you next time. Where's that gate again? Oh, I was heading toward it until I heard the probe. But like I said, I'm going to explore what I can before I upgrade to another ship and, use all those research points. see what other technologies I can discover. Because I took out a Chitik battle cruiser with this ship. It's gotta mean something. And of course, I fly right past that gate. Is it the Okay, there it is. Purple icon is the gate. Okay, yeah, these are the warp Nexus. Nexus gateway, excuse me. Like I said, guys, it's been a while since I was last back to this game. There we go. Go. No surface. I think I've surveyed everything in this system. Yeah, there it is. The main orange sequence star. Okay, that doesn't show up. So, gonna have to turn and head north. Galactic north, anyway. Ooh, there's something ahead. A comet. You can get a lot of research points with that. And I missed my opportunity. I can't spend all my time chasing something that outraces me. Okay, we're getting closer. And there's another star up there. Oh, and a gate. Nexus, I mean. Or wormhole, whatever. Got a lot of contacts, too. Hope they're friendly. Okay, greetings humans. We are Phage BX02LB829. The Phage is also a name we know. You will send us representatives to communicate? How do you know who we are? We remember you from before, but memory is not clear. Come and remember for us. No. Yeah, try it. Okay. Hear a probe. I wasn't born yesterday. Yeah, something tells me people known as the Phage aren't friendly. Better talk to our other allies. No anomaly detected. Okay, they say they're going to take all from us, but don't attack us. Keep on drifting, buddy. Don't like how they're circling us. Survey team lands several hundred meters from small sea of red, vicious ooze, one of dozens scattered over the planet's surface. Scans detect no signs of life, although geological scans reveal a diverse fossil record. Now let's collect a sample. Unease. Yeah, the whole team feels a sense of unease toward the ooze and insists on using a collection drone, despite adding several hours. Well, I don't blame them. Analysis of the sample concludes that the ooze contains a mixture of RNA-like molecules with a bizarre folding structure in a medium of hydrocarbons. For some reason, I'm getting a strange feeling that this is the natural state of the so-called phage. This may be, in fact, one of their planets. Do a quick flyby of the star. See if we get any research off of it. No, apparently not. There's a planet near that Nexus. I don't like how they're following us. No anomalies. We visit that star up there before we go to that Nexus down there. I think we should head back to familiar ground and ask our Saurian friends about whatever they know of this phage. Okay, we're approaching this white dwarf. No signs of any gates or other stars beyond this point, but you never know. There doesn't seem to be phage here. Ooh. And there's a ship over here, but let's find out what's on this planet. The empty husk of a large base or habitat is the only evidence of sentient life on this barren planet. A quick survey suggests it was left in an orderly fashion and whoever lived here didn't intend to return soon. A sophisticated computer database, communication relay system are still operational, apparently drawing power from a Charlotte reactor. I mean, we don't know what would happen if we try to operate. Let's try to access the database. According to the information found in the database, this base was a waypoint for a colony ship heading to another star system. They were using an experimental technology that could temporarily nullify the metric tensor of a ship, allowing it to travel at high speeds with little energy. Unfortunately, there is not much technical information on the system of travel, although it is implied that is very large and has taken many years to construct. Sorry for that bit of delay there, but I was just thinking about the pros and cons of, you know, doing this, because with certain anomalies like this, you want to take your time. The most recent entry shed some light on the colonists' expected journey. 2 weeks ago, we received word that the advanced ship successfully passed through the primary and secondary mass driver rings with near-perfect alignment and has arrived safely at unknown place name. Conditions are favorable and they await our arrival. The secondary ring at unknown name has signaled that it is now fully recharged. We depart for a new home tomorrow. Let's try to operate. Activate 1. Okay. Let's return to the ship for now. See, that's driver 1. Let's take a look at the map. Yeah, before we even operate this thing, let's explore the rest of the system, see what we can find. Alright, another anomaly. It's another planet with no life and seas of the same red ooze, whatever phenomenon. Yeah, let's return to the ship. Maybe I'm acting a little too soon, but still. I'd rather have things charted, done and over with. And if we need to come back, we'll come back, but still. Okay, now let's get to the... I don't think I want to cross that magnetic ring without activating the second one. No anomalies. Shocker. Now, for this far away off planet... There's the mass number 2. Let's see what's down here. This small, airless planetoid so far from its star that the team had difficulty locating the anomaly even with the lander's lights. A small base, apparently a remote monitoring station, sits in a shallow crater. Our radio antenna points toward an inner planet. Its data banks seeming have died from some kind of electrical short, but a hard copy is printed on a synthetic cellulose material. Based on the universal translation analysis, it looks like an automated log. Driver charge complete. All systems within operational range. Activation signal received. Driver ring powering up. Driver discharging test vessel on track. Driver charge complete. All systems within operational range. Activation signal received. Driver ring powering on. Warning, driver 2 is out of alignment with 1. Abort. Radio failure rescinding. Warning, driver 2 is out of alignment with 1. Abort radio... Oh, it's a good thing we didn't go through. Out of alignment. So how do we get this thing back into alignment? Ooh, ouch. Yeah, it's a good thing we didn't activate the second one or go through the first one. There doesn't seem to be anything further north. So we're going to go head back to the Phage system and hit this Nexus point. It's close. Yes! Come to Papa! Come to Papa! No, 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 no. Get back here. I see you. You're not going to get away from me. We need to get out of here anyway. Yes! That's right, I'm on your tail. Got you. Micro wormhole at some point, too small for most ships. It's a... Okay. Did that reveal anything on the map? Probably not. Anyway, let's head back for the Phage system. And then we're going to talk to our scientists back at Kite Station, see what they can make of the driver system and this red ooze. After we investigate what's in this Phage system. Yeah, they're tailing us. More Phage. No anomalies detected. An unactive gate. The entrance to the main pillar on this lifeless world is well concealed by a suspiciously convenient rock slide. If the team had not previously encountered these structures, it is unlikely they would have found it. Open the let's leave it alone for now. I don't like how these guys are circling me. Like I said, I just wanted to find out what was here. We'll come back later. Go away. Return to the ship. Yeah, these are definitely Phage worlds. Another hermit-covered world. Excuse me. Another hematite-covered world. Like the last, this one acts as a gravimeter, revealing hidden deposits of valuable neutronium. Alright. Cooperate. Okay, one more to scan, and then we're hitting that warm Nexus. %of this planet is covered with a sea of ooze. The surface seems to move and ripple. Let's return for now. Yeah, because I've got a really bad feeling about this place. Call me chicken if you like, but I'm not suicidal. And again, how would these things even know about us? Oh. Okay, we'll, go away then. Alright, let's see what this star yields us. Nothing. Yeah, let's head back to Kite Station and talk with our Surian allies, see what they can make of all of this. May have me coming back here to finish these surveys, but still, I don't have a good feeling about this. Like I said, I haven't played this game before I started it, so no danger of spoilers there. Found more than I thought I would find. Alright, let's head back. Something tells me I want a bit more crew and firepower before I head back up there. I wonder, though, if that's the extent of... Probably not. Yeah, considering I didn't activate that gate over there. Right now, we need to get back to Kite Station and tell them about the Phage. Yeah, you have a valid open communication and already talking about sending people to you, but not vice versa. Yeah, I wasn't born yesterday. Too bad for them, I know about Dark Eldar. Even though I'm pretty sure they're not malevolent in the way the Dark Eldar are. From the looks of them, they probably just eat folks. Alright, let's head back. Alright, let's talk. Okay, she has nothing to say. I'm very alarmed by this phage alien you encountered. Based on the data in your logs, I think it's some kind of smart molecular weapon. Molecular weapon. It was probably designed to efficiently cleanse a planet of life, but somewhere along the way it figured out space travel. It has the potential to cause mass extinction in this region across many planets. How do we stop it? If I'm right, as usual, its creators would have built in a neutralizing switch into its structure. Minimally, I'll need a sample of the original molecular weapon structure, mostly find on whatever the planet was first used against. Sounds fun. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold off on that till I explore a little bit more and unlock some more weapon systems, because something tells me I'm going to need it. Alright. Now then. Just going to explore here for a little bit before moving on to where we last left off in the south, which is going to be... No, not there. That's the chick refueling mining, well, mining operations. It's going to be, yeah, right here. There's not a gate system around there, so I would have to stop over here and make my way down. Alright, if I find anything significant in this field, guys, you'll see me again later, but otherwise, if not, the next time, the next transition, I'll be at where we last left off in the south. Alright guys, apparently we recovered some jetsam from a vessel. Nothing much, but... yeah, it's nothing on a map. But it did give us 20 research points. So, there was some... oh, hold on a second. Aha! There is a planet here. Don't know how I missed this before. Alright, let's take a look. This is the green eye. Hidden eye slab. Well, it's an achievement, so it's apparently something connected to the main story. The anomaly is what appears to be a long-abandoned research facility, although there is to research on this frozen rock is unclear. The planetoid's composition is common ores, and its daytime high is negative 12 centigrade. Holes in the facility's outer structure caused by wear from meteors allow the survey team an easy entrance. In the center of the facility is a large sphere of dark green ice of composition that scanners cannot ascertain. Around the perimeter of the lab is a network of monitoring devices and computers. Let's have them try to access the network's data before we mess with the green ice. From the data, though it's partially been corrupted. 75 research, that's not bad. It seems that a group of researchers had extracted the green ice core from deep below the planet's surface. They believed it had been deliberately placed there by an ancient and powerful civilization and were attempting to see if it held any new technologies. Active neutrino scans revealed a wealth of data, some of which was preserved. It seems the next phase was to gradually raise the temperature. Let's return to the ship for now. Let's head back to Kite Station. See what the doctor can make of this. I'd rather not to try to mess with something if I can come back to it later. But this is most assuredly the green eye that one planet was talking about. Again, I don't know how I possibly missed this. Or this planet, apparently. No anomalies. Might have figured. I might as well look down over here, see if there's yet something else. Don't think so, but as you guys can tell, I've been wrong twice about this general area, apparently. Could even be at the outer edges over here. Or even closer. Nope. Alright then. Let's head back in. Closer towards the two stars. Aha. Oh no, I did not mean to do that. Alright guys, we're back at Kite Station. And as you can see, I revisited that planet. We didn't get the jet sim, but it was only 20 research points, easily acquired again or surpassed. And I marked down the unstable ordnance right near this blue main sequence star, so we won't have trouble with that, like everything else I've charted. Alright, now let's see what our dear scientist friend has something to say about the green ice. And then we'll head off back to the south. Okay, apparently he has nothing to say about that. So, I guess the only thing we're going to have to do is go back. See if we can't melt that ice ourselves. Alright, let's see. The team sets up a perimeter of thermal generators around the core and waits. After about 90 minutes, they report various gases sublimating off its surface. After about 3 hours, they report rivulets of green liquid flowing down. The liquid takes strange wandering paths in apparent defiance of physics. There's a sudden burst of radio communication. The team leader reports that the xenotechnician's suit has been compromised and that he's yelling about something wet climbing up his leg. The team lead reports has been complete. Oh. Five minutes later, the team's security officer reports that the team's leader and medic have been infected as well. She calmly reports that the liquids along any servants moved off to cut off their access. The security officer reports that she believes the liquid has penetrated her suit. While she does not have any symptoms, she believes the liquid is intelligent and may be deliberately wanting her to return to the lander. She is therefore remotely ordering the lander to return the ship without her or the surviving members. She thanks you for the opportunity to serve with you. As you hear her shouting not to try to get to the lander, you're not sure. Yeah. Well, them's the breaks. At least we have our answers. Alright. I'm going to get some crew. And, yeah, the next time you guys see me, I'm going to be at the south. This might be some related to the Phage, now that I think about it. Because it certainly sounds like something that the Phage would do. I guarantee you that the science team that first found this thing probably did melt it. And like her, and the team that we sent there sacrificed themselves to prevent it from escaping, so it wrapped around itself as a ball. And waited until the next sucker came along. Which, that was us, apparently. Anyway, guys, like I said, the next time you see this transition, I'll probably be all the way down there unless something else happens. Alright, guys, I'm back. And we're right where we left off. As for this unsurveyed planet, it turns out we need extreme survival gear technology before we can get to it. Let's see. And there's uncharted blue and orange main sequence stars. There's a planet around here somewhere. I think it was somewhere along here. Don't quite remember. No, it was right here. That's what I thought. Oh, we got enemies incoming, and our allies, the Saurians, are going to help. Oh, and I tried to see if they knew anything about the Phage, but they didn't know anything about the Phage. Apparently the Phage is very isolated from the rest of the region, which is not a surprise, considering how distant it is. Alright, now then. What was that? Yeah, probably. Yeah, so it's right here, so I'm going to have to head for that, because somehow I missed that the last time I was around this area. Almost there. Closest thing to these systems is that system, but not by much. Alright, time to scan. And of course, has no anomalies. Because why would it? Well, since something was down here, I guess I'll search around here. In case there is something. Okay, what was that? Uh-huh. Is that one of them trader people? Yep. Okay, discovery Charlotte reaction data. But something... Okay. Next time we'll try for hull integrity. Alright. They really want Cobalt 60. Okay. I really need to keep track of what technologies I'm exchanging with these guys. But at least we got 65 research points out of it. Yeah, I think I'll just take the warp nexus and then hit this. Because why not? We're charting that other system anyway. And I don't see anything else out here. Alright. Let's survey the rest of the system, then head towards these two, and then try to hit this green main sequence star. Apparently nothing from this star. Oh, another gate. Should have charted this before I saved last time. Let's talk to that Saurian ship, see if he has anything for us, because he looks like he's in a search pattern. Okay, nothing new. Two enormous pillars of weathered rock stretch into the sky. Like the previous set, the larger of the pair has a control room within. It too has a large control room. Okay, open the eye. Yep. Now the gate is unlocked. No anomalies. Alright, now let's head for these two stars. Before we chart out these. Probably head back and take the gate to here and here. And then, if there's some other big event or nothing else to do, then we'll take on the Phage up here. Of course, the Phage might be another video. It's gonna take a while to get there. I'll save y'all guys the wait. And next time you see me, I'll be at these stars. Alright, I'm coming at approach. Didn't take as long as I thought it would. But still, I try not to waste you, the guys watching this video's time any more than I really can. I mean, whenever I can, not to waste your time. But here we are. Anyway, words are sentences are hard today, apparently. Scanners show that this planet's equator is entirely encircled by a massive toroidal ring structure, mostly buried several hundred meters below the bedrock surfacing at a few points. The team's physicist quickly realizes that it is an enormous particle accelerator. Unfortunately, some key control hardware is missing, likely plundered in the years since the structure was last operational. The team engineer reckons she should replace the missing hardware using the survey fabricator with 15 units of... Okay, yeah, I've got that. A few hours of work, the engineer is able to reconstruct the missing elements. Shortly after firing the system up, the team is able to gather some very interesting high-energy physics data from the machine. Once it seems clear that no more data will be gleaned, they naturally recover the valuable material. Another ship, and by the IFF, it's friendly. I wonder if it's Saurian, and one of them traders again. Traders, not traitors. Yep. Let's see, hull integrity. Partial blueprint. We've been transmitted a partial blueprint for a device that the Vendari encountered, but have unable to do, blah blah blah. Alright. How much adamantium? I lost 15. Oh! I've got cobalt 60. Never mind. Okay. Survey planet. $22 gold. Hidden deep in a rocky valley, the survey team found an abandoned prospector outpost. Whoever mined here before harvested most of the ore, but the lander's laser was able to access some deposits left behind before returning to Long Trek. 22 gold. Probably these guys, maybe. Another allied vessel. And it's the... Yep. No anomalies. Another titanium deposit, this time a bit larger, but also higher up. Even the planetary is low. Ah. Very good. Dark flow anomaly. I hear a probe. There it is. That messed me up. 80 research points, right. Shoot. Dang it, woman. Alright. There you are. Come back here. We're catching up with you. It's like these things know I'm chasing them. Alright. Alright, that's fine. Thank you. I swear that woman brings up the inconsequential things at the wrong time. Let's finish our survey here, do this, and survey that. We almost had it. But then she had to bring that up. Need to prove this ship's turning rate, too. Alright. Alright. Well, we got the 20 research back from this, I guess. What is that in there? It's the dark matter thing, I know, but this acts like there's something in the middle of that. Okay. Next time we'll do improved engines. What the? Oh, since we did that upgrade, we can now do this, apparently. Orbital scans show traces of civilization across this nearly dead planet, but now the only signs of life are confined to a tiny region. As the survey team approaches, they are greeted by an incongruous sight. An oasis of life and technology beneath a shimmering bubble like an ancient snow globe. The engineer determines that this bubble is a coherent energy field keeping the harsh solar radiation at bay, as well as an effective security shield. The inhabitants of the bubble, a race of small, colorful, urchin-like creatures, permit the team to enter. The team learns that the planet lost its magnetic field quite suddenly nearly a century ago. Without the natural magnetic shield, the planet was bombarded with deadly radiation. Within a few years, almost all life on the planet was wiped out, during that time they were able to construct protective shield generators and concentrate the population in this location. Unfortunately, their generators are starting to fail and they lack sufficient adamantine to repair them. If Longtrack could deliver 55 units of adamantine, they would share technical details of the shield generator. We'll see what we can do. How much adamantine do we have? Let's talk to our friends over here. Things for things. We have 46. Yeah, that is an awful lot of adamantine. We'll see if we can't find, you know, other anomalies that would give us a boost in that. Okay, for some reason our lasers can go through, but not us. Very strange. Alright, let's survey the other places. Let's see what's on here. It's another swarm probe that seems to have crash-landed on this icy planet. Okay. Fortunately, it seems the snow has cushioned the impact enough that its databanks are mostly intact. They mostly consist of celestial survey data, but the team managed... Okay. So, interesting, but nothing worth note. I hope for your sake, Exo, that the gas giant rings are significant enough to warrant losing one of the swarm probes that we almost had. No anomalies. No anomalies. Alright, the ice crystals on this planet's rings form needle-like structures in response to the same electrostatic forces that sometimes produce spook effects. Or Spock effects. Anyway. Oh, wow. That was certainly worthy of losing a swarm probe data. Alright, let's head back. What was that? Oh, we got back the 20 we lost. With the space jetsam. So with that, my earlier blunder has been redeemed. Alright, next one is this green star, then these, then possibly whatever lies between here and this gate. On second thought, maybe the Saurians will have the adamantine. Okay, so no trade without directness. Thing is, I don't know where their home system is. Could be further down here. Entering a green, kind of teal nebula. Here we are. Looks like the Chick Tick has a presence here. Shouldn't be surprised. The things are like cockroaches. Green star. 25. Neato. Oh, it's a yellow. Okay. Okay, I get ya. It's just that the... Oh boy. This is a major Chitik system. Jeez. I can understand why that probe isn't sticking around, and frankly, neither am I. Have to come back later when I'm a lot stronger. I know I've taken out a battlecruiser, but still, that's 3 stations in one system. They must really love that place. Okay, next target system is the red giant, then the yellow star, dwarf, then another red giant. We'll head towards that white one. What was that sound? We're running out of energy too, so we're gonna have to ease up on it and travel normally. There were 3 stations, one in that system, one on that planet, another on the planet, and another hanging around the orbit. Is this Chitik space? Right around here? Hope not. But then it would make sense their scattered presence. Alright, so far just a single planet. And with the moon at that. Nothing new with this star. New anomaly, 80 research. Uh-oh. More Chittuk. What's the whole fleet doing here? Alright. Okay, that's interesting. How about we go for round 2, see if we can't take out another battlecruiser. Ow. Crap. I hear... Thought I heard a probe. Okay, we were around to run those missiles. Little rusty, like I said. Picked up 1 titanium, that's cool, I guess. Ah, this thing's turn rate sucks. That's 1 down. Gold. Can't really get at that battlecruiser until I take out these guys. I need to recover some energy. That's right, follow me. I'm so glad you raced ahead of your other friends. That's another down. Apparently this system is a stopover for these guys. Yeah, you're all alone now. Let's see if I can't deprive the Chittuk of another battle cruiser. Alright. Lost 2 crew. Gonna have to back off for a bit. Regain some energy. But they're in flames more than I am. Come on, die already. Got you. Whew. Lost 2 crew, but it was worth it. Now then, to the Yellow Dwarf we go. There were probably reinforcements for those guys or just a patrol. Ooh, first planet to scan. Planetoid, excuse me. Six platinum, another lifeless moon-like planet, like the last one is blah 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 blah. Okay, yeah. Scan. This terrestrial radio telescope is over 800 meters in diameter, larger than the Galileo Valdarno on Europa. Unfortunately, whoever built it has since ceased to maintain it. Someone has absconded with a large number of its titanium aluminum reflector panels, rendering it effectively blind. Despite the removal, it still has hundreds of panels left. You know what? Let's invest. We'll come back, and if it hasn't... What's this? Neutronium core. Alright, yeah. Ooh, we took a hit on our titanium. They have 1,000. Let's do 500, see how much we lose. $51. 200. $150 then? Alright, 11 is acceptable. It's not quite what we had before, but it's better than what we were left with. Now, back to mining. Yeah, I think that's enough for now. Let's see what... You know, if this thing doesn't return investments to us, I might just take everything anyway. Now, let's continue on. You know, for the amount of titanium I sunk into that antenna, it better give me some good results. No anomalies. An anomaly. $22 gold. Let's do a pass by of this star. Okay, nothing. Now we're head for this red giant and then hit this. Or we could just return back and then, you know, go through there. That probably would be faster. On the other hand, you might, if we took the gate from here to there, we might miss a few systems in between. So let's go manual. Okay, how much time? Okay, I might have to end the video soon, though. Yeah, hold on. What in the... Improve gyroscope? Why are they crowding around this one planet? Unless this is like a... Oof. No anomalies. I guess this is one of the places they like to meet up, so they wouldn't be bothered. All right. Okay. Ooh. Another world that succumbed to rapid desertification several millennia ago. The similarity of the effects suggests that this was either the product of a weapon or a large-scale celestial phenomenon. Yes, we got a lot of our titanium back. Nothing insignificant about this star. No anomalies. Alright, and there's a warp nexus. See, I knew it was a good idea. Oh, who are these guys? Greetings, entity. This is the Sentinel. Do not be alarmed. This is a standard entity control perimeter check. Please stand by for scan. I'm getting very Phage vibes in a different way. Scan in progress. Entity identification parameter missing. I am not sure if you're asking a question or reporting an error. I am Helmstrats. Who are you? We are from a very distant galaxy. We were brought here by a rift in space. What have you learned? Scan complete. Attention entity. Your ship is in violation of directives 2 and 3. Please exit the craft. What are directives 2? Okay, apparently they do not want to answer that question. Well, since you want to play it like that... Ouch. Okay, maybe I shouldn't tango with them. At least not in this kind of ship. Near the banks of a muddy delta, the team spots the detected anomaly, a large chunk of ancient meteorite. Scans show moderate amounts of neutronium. There's no obvious impact crater in this vicinity. As the team approaches, a large group of amphibious creatures begins surrounding around. They seem both fearful of the team and protective of the meteorite. Based on their behavior and lack of tools, the team xenobiologists determined they probably have the intelligence level roughly equivalent of Earth dogs and do not match. We can find a neutronium elsewhere. It's not exactly been hard, and plus this is like a first contact scenario kind of issue. And these okay, this star has nothing to offer. Let's see if we can't get behind these guys. No, they have a 360 angle on the ship. Alright, let's scan this area. No anomalies. Okay. No anomalies. Oh boy, another unstable ordnance. Right around here. There we go. There's the enemy ship coming right at us. I wonder if we can't trick them into blowing themselves up. They may be more powerful, but they're definitely slower than us. Perhaps. Okay. Calm gas giant. Okay. Not worth much, but at least we got it done. Activated it. Now let's head for the warp nexus. Oop. Not so fast. First things first. No anomalies. Alright, let's get out of here. Another Sentinel, I presume. Oh. No, the chit took. Ooh. Thought I was gonna run in that star for a second there. Can I? Yep. Supernova imminent. 8,000 years. Not much time in the grand scale of the cosmos, but long enough for us to get out of here. Extreme survival. That's been coming up a lot lately. Vacuum diatoms. Tiny life forms. Huh. That's interesting. Ah, there's another star. Besides that one. No, it's the same one. Never mind. Okay, that's one down. Come on, die. That's another. Cargo ships. Got you. All right. 12 gold. All right, there's a white dwarf. Looks like it'll take a while. Let's map out this other area first. Ah, leads over there. Okay, who are these guys? No, oh, it's more Sentinels. Can't complete survey. Kind of figured. No anomalies detected. What is that over there? Eh. Better turn around. All right. Let's bypass all this. Shit took. And a lot of them. Is this supposed to be their homeworld? Okay, come on. I'm losing it. I'm not gonna be able to catch it. No anomalies. All right. No anomalies. Okay, the signal just barely tripped. The anomaly sensor is a cylinder made from a neutronium alloy drilled into the underlying bedrock. On the top, etchings in an alien language are still clearly visible thanks to the metal's strength. Is able to make a partial translation. Okay. Several centuries won't be missed. Okay, yeah. Complete 100 planetary surveys. I try. Now let's scan this one. Okay, impact crater sets the lander down on the eroded lip. 10 titanium. Alright, now let's head for the warp point. See where that leads. Okay. Another triangular artifact apart from the setting seems identical to the one previously encountered. This time the team is careful not to touch the artifact in the setting. Find a warn message in Starcom standard. At first we were optimistic, but as days turned to months we began to lose hope. It seems likely now that our shipmates aren't coming. Maybe they're 1,000 light years away, perhaps they're all dead. When we arrived, we found ourselves next to this artifact, just like after the other one. But no amount of prodding would reactivate it. Eventually, we erected this stony dais in the optimistic belief that that was somehow a necessary part of its functioning. Still nothing. If a member of Starcom ever finds this, know that we haven't suffered here. The climate is good, and with our survey kit, we were able to identify a diverse edible flora and fauna. Our only regret is not learning the fate of our fellow crew aboard the long trek. Through a thorough search of the area reveals the remains of a small settlement by the lake. The skeletal remains of a half-dozen adult humans are detected in nearby cemetery. Holy crap. Thousand light years, try 1,000 centuries. Right. Interesting fact about diagram. Ooh, another trade ship. Let's see what technologies we get this time. Reactor output. I think I did the improved engines already. We received designs for a technology that would suppress a nervous system trying to reject an artificial network being grafted onto it. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to know either. Oh, wait. Yes, please. What was 100 again? Close. Continue. What were they doing around this moon? Planetoid, excuse me. Nothing. Apparently they like hanging around dead places to conduct business. Whoa. What's that other signature? There we are. Who are you? Unidentified vessel. You are not transmitting with a recognized treaty group identifier. I am Helmstrats, commander of the Long Trek of Starcom. We are strangers in this region of space. Briok. I am regional commander of Kratos of the Araona dispersed fleet. I am transmitting through this vessel's comm array as its commander does not have a diplomatic authority. As an unaffiliated vessel, you're ordered to pay a transit fee of 10 and depart this region. Apparently that was the wrong thing to say. Okay, that was great. Maybe we shouldn't have. Oh, they pulled a fast one on us. They folded space, I'm thinking. At least we have help. Or unless it's a micro jump of some sort. Come back here, you coward. You don't start a fight and then try to run away. Bird brains. I hope we can make peace with him later, but that is no way to greet strangers. For now, let's get into this jump. Guys, looks like I'm running a little hot here. I don't mean my computer, but my time. I've been at this for a while now. And plus, it looks like we're getting some real uncharted territory. Alright. Not covered in snow, but a layer of unusual oxygen. In the past 8,000 years. Huh. Trippy. Of course, though. Oh, there we are. Anomaly from orbit appears to be somewhere with a winding desert canyon, the blah blah blah. Let's have them try to communicate. Analyze their design. Let's return to the ship. I'm not going to take apart people that have no idea. That requires more long-term study. Oh. Fine. How do we attain the treaty group identifier? Where is that? You don't? That is a remarkable coincidence. Were you pulled here through a rift in space too? What? No, during the Phage outbreak, the coordinate path to the Nest world was restricted to Admiral Taro for security reasons. He was killed when his ship struck a progent mine. Surely someone must have an idea. Due to the danger of the Phage, all documents we have searched thoroughly. How? So you and your ships are stranded here? How have you survived? I think you misunderstand. The Araona Empire has many bases and colonies in this region. The Nested World remains our official political head. It is our strict adherence to orders that have allowed us to survive without their direct governance. When you don't know how to find it, yeah. Okay. They're even more strict than Turians from Mass Effect, apparently. Things for knowledge. Okay, we got plenty of Churlite. I don't know why I was so antsy about giving that up. Maybe I just don't like being extorted out of the blue. Yeah, we'll find it on our own. Okay, this is the... That... We'll just depart by going through a warp nexus. There we go. But the Phage is all the way up here, so how are they even remotely connected? Who are these guys? Oh wait, or are they the same? Well, at least they're neutral now. Half buried in a high pass on this snow-bound planet, the team finds another neutronium benchmark. Okay. Another warp point. I think this is another star about to go nova. Anomalies. Yep. Quite a bit of stars to cover. Alright. But this looks like the end of the road. From a high altitude, the location of the anomaly shows clear markings, blah blah blah. Some more titanium. We're rapidly recovering what we've lost. Swarm probe. Okay. Another 60 research points. That's always welcome. No anomalies. Alright. Let's head down before they start squawking at us. Looks like I spoke too soon about that being the end of the road. Yes! Found a Nexus gateway. Oop. Whew. Nothing there. For adamantine. Okay, 2 more, and then I'm heading for the Nexus. No anomalies. Da-da-da. Yep. And another warp. Next point. Probably leads to there. But you know what? I think I'm going to stop here because I've already been at this a while. Plus, I need to get more crew, and I think I'm going to need to research some technologies and get a bigger and better ship blueprint. Because this little surveyor isn't going to cut it for much longer, I think. I mean, of course it's not little, it's a medium, but still, you get my point. And plus, we'll have to come back somewhere over here anyway and start exploring these beaten path systems. But so far we've charted a lot, I feel. And we met not one and not two, but 3 new alien races. No, 4. 4. The Phage, the Sentinels, the bird people. No, 3. Okay, yeah. I could be wrong. Phage, Sentinels. And yeah, the birds. Yeah. Okay. Alright, here it is. Alright, we're gonna see what our friends have to say before we leave and end the video and get some more crew. Station Commander. Oh, while you were gallivanting around Xenospace, we got a surprise visit from a sword delegation. Apparently our application for a trade partner was approved. We were able to trade some of our unused equipment and non-essential commodities for fresh food and organic supplies. I'm probably going to get in a lot of trouble if we ever get back home for signing a trade treaty, but well done. We need more crew. How's morale? Okay. Still flashing, huh? Sentinels you encountered. Have you got any idea what caused them to be hostile? No, they claimed to be running on some kind of scan, and as soon as it was done, they demanded we abandon ship. Sounds like they were more technologically advanced than the Chitik. How worried we should be. I'm confident we can outrun them anyway. Alright. How's morale? Okay, that's all for now. Again. Both research and engineering agree that we're not prepared for a serious attack on the station. Lieutenant Chiang has drawn up some plans for station modifications, and if we've already scrapped some redundant systems, but we still need you to bring in some resources. 200 titanium and 50 neutronium. If you haven't done so yet, please armor modules. Okay, yeah, we're on it. So for now, research. Back to research. Chief. Yesterday, a long-range scanners detect unusual gravitational signal. It just might be a lensing of artifact, but I've set coordinates to your first officer. Okay. Alright. So let's see. Research. You know what? We'll do that on the next video for Starcom Nexus, but for now I'm going to end the video here. So if you guys enjoyed my wonderings and blunderings and my general run of this video for Starcom Nexus, then please, as always, leave a like, sound the notification bell to stay up to date with my channel's content, and be sure to hit notification all so you can be informed immediately when that happens. You know, when I drop my content. Leave your comments, thoughts, and or game suggestions of what games I should play next or try out in the comments section below, and hit that subscribe button to support my channel and help it grow as we continue on our YouTube journey together. Thanks. I've been Helmstrats, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.